𝗪𝗂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. For people that want to get started on doing something, on learning something, is there an exercise? I guess let me make this a two-part question. It'll be very simple. What sort of exercises did you do at the mystical school in order to train yourself to understand these things that you understand? And what can we do ourselves now?
The first thing we do is start watching, let's say we're talking about you personally, Will. The first thing we do is start watching Will. What does Will do when he wakes up? What's the first things Will thinks about? Why does Will think about what he thinks about? Why does Will feel what he feels? Did he think something to feel what he's feeling? Did he feel something to think what he's thinking? Where are these thoughts coming from? Can you sit back, clear your mind and go 1, 2, 3 inside your head and see those thoughts appearing? Is that a possibility? You just start watching, and eventually you get to a point where you have a deep tacit understanding, not a thought process. You have a realization, what am I in here watching these thoughts? You don't say that, you don't think that. You'd have to jump back into the thoughts to think that. But you'll watch your brain thinking that. At some point, you have to make that realization that you're in there watching all of this stuff. So the first thing is you train that observer that has atrophied since the day you were born. That's all you were. You're a beautiful, pristine, clean mind as a baby, aware of everything. That's the original mind that nature produced. That's the mind that life produced. That's the real you. Of course, by the time you're 10 years old, that's long, long in the background somewhere. Here's what happens, my friend. You get this beautiful little baby, pristine, clean, enlightened mind, the same mind that is in all things. It's not the same mind as yours. It's not the same mind that is in a worm. It's the same one. It's not the same as, it's the same one, and it's in all things. You got this beautiful, pristine, clean mind, and then parents and teachers and the people next door and siblings all start to put their opinions, their religions, their judgments, their laws, their rules, their beliefs. They stuff it into this little baby's head. This baby's not producing these things itself. Someone's stuffing it in there. And it grows an ego, grows a self. When you're about 10 years old, let's say you've got 50 million thoughts in there now that have been put in there by other people. It's not you. It's made up literally of 100,000 other people. Television, radio, etc. So this becomes what we eventually think is us, this whole bunch of thoughts. Just thinking, 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 thinking. And that beautiful, pristine, clean mind that you were born as is saturated with this stuff, and it's lost, it's gone. You're not using it, so it's atrophied. People don't watch what they say. People don't watch what they're doing. People don't, you know this. People don't even think about what they're doing while they're doing it. How many people sit on the toilet thinking about whether or not they've opened their sphincter large enough to get the poo through? And no, you're sitting on the toilet thinking about work. You're sitting on the toilet thinking about a movie, whatever. How many times have you driven to work and you get there and you think, wow, I've just been talking to my friend the whole trip. I don't even remember driving here. You see what I mean? So we don't watch what we're doing, so it atrophies. So now you are living the life of a zombie made up of a million other people's thoughts. So this thing has no wisdom. It has no intellect, really. And it just goes out and does shit things. It does whatever it wants to do. And this is why the world is the way it is. It likes to fight. It likes to kill. It likes to rob. It likes to do this. I mean, it does, there's nice parts to it. But the nice parts aren't working in the world at the moment. And the world, as we know, is not a good place to be right now. So this thing made up of 100 million people is ruling your life. There's 8 billion people in the world right now. So there's 8 billion of zombies made up of other people's shit. Is it any wonder none of these people know who they are? Because it's made up of all of this shit. So now you've got 8 billion people. 8 billion of these things, these zombies that we have to live with, invented our education system. Is it any wonder your education doesn't really prepare you for life? These things invented the law system. Is it any wonder the law system doesn't really seem very fair? These things invented religion. So when you get back and when you reach that part of mind that watches this happening, you are free of that. And you are free of pain. You are free of problem. You are free of your own ego. And then you can start cutting things out, getting rid of all the horrible stuff. And eventually you'll come up with this tiny little handful of thoughts that you put there yourself by observation. So now the real original pure you that was born is back, because you've been exercising it by watching, and you don't have a head full of 100 million thoughts going in anymore of other people's crap. You just have the ones that you have kept, that you produced from your own observations and experiences in life.